right, brother? Do you believe in God?
Yeah.
Wait, come speak to us for a second. Can I ask your nationality? Where you from, bro?
Gambia.
You're from Gambia. Now, I don't know if you know this, but a lot of the people who have been scattered to Africa were Israelites.
Yeah, I know something like that.
You've heard that before.
Yeah. What's this all about?
So we basically we are the Israelites. We are Israelite apostolic heritage, and we come out here to wake up our people because we don't know who we are.
That's cool. I rate it.
We don't know who we are. That's why you would have heard about. Did you hear about Kanye West? Kanye West said we're the Israelites. Nick Cannon, he came out and said we're the Israelites because the history is coming out. Basically, what happened is you see this that took place. Do you know what this is?
Slavery, man.
Yeah. So this is called the transatlantic slave trade. So and this is what they'll teach you in school. What film did they make us watch in school? Roots. Yeah, but even still, this is what took place, and the reason this took place, though, get me. You should go into slavery again with ships in Deuteronomy. This took place because we stopped following the Creator. So you said you believe in God, but what does God expect of us? But look at us as a nation. No matter where you find us, like we've been scattered all over the world. So you can see here, this is a map of where we were taken from Africa and scattered all over the world. The tribes in Africa, the Igbo, Ashanti, Yoruba. We were scattered to India, we were scattered to UK. That's why we find ourselves here. My ancestors, my family, my dad's, we're from Jamaica.
So what are you going to do? Like, you're trying to teach people about this?
We're basically trying to wake ourselves up because we're in the end times. You do know World War III is around the corner. So you're young now, yeah, and you know Russia and Ukraine are about to.
Yeah, I watch the news. I know this stuff.
Yeah. But what are you going to do if something kicks off? You have to know how to prepare yourself.
How do you
Very good question.
Are you a Christian? You're Muslim. Okay. Do you know how Muslim got into Islam got into Africa?
I know like too much detail.
Yeah, because the thing is this, right? Islam is a religion, right? And anybody who accepts the tenets of Islam can become a Muslim, can become Islamic, right? But the problem, the problem there is that the Quran, right, was formulated from another book. It wasn't made of its own. It was formulated from another book. It was formulated from the understanding of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. It was. Yeah. What you have to do is go. Right. So your imams will tell you. The imams will tell you.
I looked into it myself.
Yeah, and the historical fact is that Islam believes in the God of Abraham, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
To marry Christian women and that Jewish women because we all believe in one God. That's why it's still acceptable for a Muslim man to go and marry a Christian woman or a Jewish woman because we all have that same belief.
Yeah, but
you can't say that the Quran comes from them.
It comes from the Injil. It comes from the Injil.
Now let me say something. The Quran was like God named the Quran because people were using it like all out like the Torah and the Bible.
They weren't.
So they were changing it to the.
That's what they told you.
That's what they've told
you. Know
you.
what the word Quran means? Do you know? You know what I'm saying? Because you know
I don't know what the word Quran means.
Islam. You know what country does that religion come from? It's a religion from a certain part of the world. It's for people. It's an Arab religion. It is.
No, it was given to the Arabs because at the time they were the most corrupt.
What languages is the Quran written in?
In Arabic.
Arabic. So there you go. So it's an hold on, because I'm gonna teach you something now. Because this is the point. You know what it is. I know you've gone and studied.
You can't just kill people. You can't say, oh, it was made from another book.
It literally was the word, and this is why I'm going to give you the understanding. Let me finish it, and then if you got something to say, then you can obviously say what you believe. The word Quran in Arabic, so you're going back to the original language, this is something called etymology. So when you want to study something, learn etymology, because when you know the history of a word, you know what it means, you know what the original meaning was. So like the original meaning of the word gay is they used to say happy, but you can't go around saying you're gay now, can you? but the point is, you didn't know the history of the word, but someone who understands the history, Yeah, but then you've got words like faggot. The word faggot, the history of the word faggot isn't nothing to do with homosexuality. It means a bundle of sticks that's actually burnt. So now the word Quran, the Arabic word Quran, means to recite. What does recite mean? Yeah, but it doesn't mean to just say anything. To recite, you have a play, and you're saying you're going to recite the play. What are you doing? You're getting the script, and you're reading from a script. So
you can't say that.
but that's what they're doing. It's from it, they are reciting what they learned. Do you know where Islam came from? Muhammad. You believe in Muhammad, right? You believe in Muhammad. It came from Muhammad. Muhammad didn't learn what he learned by himself. You do know before Muhammad came, Islam had 365 gods.
Arabs.
Yeah,
Arabs.
The Arabs, yeah.
Arabs.
The Arabs.
That's why it's not because they were too Australian, worshiping idols.
Idols.
Yeah. So where did Muhammad learn about the one
He learned
God?
it from us, yeah.
No, we didn't.
Yes, he did.
He learned it from
That's historical
Abraham,
facts.
Isaac, and Jacob.
Historical facts.
He didn't have to read it right. So
Yeah.
there will be times when he
So how did he learn it then? He can't read or write.
It was just basically.
So he can't read
You
or
know the story
write.
about what happened in the cave, innit?
Yeah.
What happened in the cave? The angel came in the cave and taught him to read. He didn't know how to read, but then the angel just said read. He just reading it. It was a miracle that he just know how to read.
And then afterwards he couldn't read.
Look, it was a scientific miracle because
And then afterwards he couldn't read. Does that make any sense?
how can one man that period just know how to
Yeah, that don't make.
He didn't, because he
It doesn't make no
he-
sense.
You know, do you know what his trade was? Do you know what his actual trade was?
He was a business. I don't know what he traded, but I know.
Yeah, he was a camel
Yeah,
driver.
He was a camel driver, so he was like basically what we have today is an Uber taxi. So he used to travel. He was a
I've never heard that
traveler.
one before, but I looked at that.
But yeah, look into it. He's a traveling man. And on his travels, he came across the Israelites, Bani Israel. So you read the Quran. In the Quran, it talks about Bani Israel. In the Quran, there's a surah. Yeah, the surah says if you get confused, if you don't understand what you're reading, go to the people who had the book before you.
The book hasn't changed, though. The book has never changed.
But exactly, you're saying it's never changed, and it come from somewhere though. It's still you still have to go to the people who had it before you.
And if you're saying it's changed, what was it changed from? What?
From what I understand, I haven't been up to the right, but
Ask him what it changed from.
and then people know now what he's saying and formulate it into a book after he dies. So everything that he said, like, so imagine we come out once a week and we say a speech. But that speech is ultimately from God, all the angels doing the script, and read it. And he read that, and then after he passed, formulate all of that into one big thing. And that's the Quran.
So then after-
That's why if you find it, scientifically, they find the Quran from like 500 years ago. That's insane.
So after the
You can't say that for other versions of the Bible.
I've seen several Qurans.
Qurans.
No, but I've seen several Qurans and they're different.
Yeah, 26 different ones.
I swear, there's 20. There's I've seen several videos.
Listen, I'm just going to continue on, because I think we're just
No, it's not that.
Nah,
You know what it
no,
is? You gotta be. What you gotta do, yeah. No, and I'm not saying this. I'm not saying now, right now, you're not gonna. You might not accept it. I'm not saying do that. What I'm trying to say to you is we don't have a lot of time left. So if you're gonna say and you're gonna believe what you've been told by someone who did you learn it from your parents? Or your parents? So you've gone into this yourself. So, but if you're gonna believe something that you've heard of someone, yeah, and you're gonna just believe it, the way the world is set up, what is going to take place? You don't have a lot of time.
I'll ask you a question.
Ask me a
There's
question.
certain stuff in the Quran. They say like, for example, this is amazing. It says if a fly goes into a drink, put the whole fly into a drink and then take it out. And keep it to obviously you're not gonna do that, but the reason is because obviously because because the reason
That's a new one.
yeah, I let this recently go. The reason is because it's in the Quran. It says one fly of the ring has a disease, but the other fly has the cure for that disease in the fly. And right, like recently, I can't remember how many years ago, but it's pretty recent. Scientists have found that it's true. How can 1,000 years ago they find that out? Like there's no
We'd have to read it and we'd have to see we'd have to see
yeah,
the
there's no microscopes or anything.
But
There's
I can
no,
do that. I can do that with the
That's
Bible.
what I'm trying to say. Okay, give me an example.
Give you an example.
Because there's numerous examples of stuff in the Quran that's been said thousands of years ago that we just
which
find out now.
we'd need to see it.
Like for example, in the
We'd need
Quran,
to see
it
it.
says stuff like, oh, the sun goes in an orbit. Everybody, like, the earth has an orbit. How would we know that?
Yeah, but the scriptures say the earth has an orbit. Our scriptures say
The Bible says it has an orbit. And it's the creation story.
I'm not just
Research.
reading the Bible.
No,
I'm
I
just
know
saying-
you're not, because your Quran comes from our Bible. Don't worry. The Quran comes from the Bible. You can't say that the Bible.
it is thousands of years the Israelites writing. So Iran's the newest kid on the block. Johnny come lately, but it's Johnny come lately, but telling the ancient records that the ancient records are wrong, and Johnny come lately, they're right. Thousands of years younger. Right.
Let me read something to you. Let me read something from your own from the Quran. So this is the Surah, right? So it says, "Say, O people of the Scripture, you are standing on nothing until you uphold the law of the Torah, the Gospel." So it's telling them to uphold Torah, and it's saying the people of the Scripture, but it has nothing to do with.
Because people were using that to like.
But it was. But it was never.
Even if they were, even if you're saying
That's the thing.
it can.
What do you mean?
So you're saying there's no Muslim who has ever done anything wrong and said, "Oh, we're doing it for Allah." So what about the reason?
What are you talking about?
There we go. So that's manipulating it. It's manipulating. Because they're saying glory is in Allah's name.
That's the interpretation. I'm talking about actually going in and changing the words. Not okay. Let's say something happens.
So where's it changed?
Exactly.
The words still the same.
You have
Because
to
If the Bible and that actually changed the words.
Yeah, and what we're saying is,
So you're gonna say that you have to be able to show us where it's been changed or what it's been changed from.
Okay, fair enough. I can't see that. I don't know that much. But just because I can't see this, what I'm saying.
So we're not saying that. We're saying
We're saying we know what we know. We know what we need.
obviously you're studying. You're trying to find some kind of enlightenment, spirituality.
I found it. Everything I pray war, everything's gone. All of it on my life is gone. I don't feel like what anything.
But then, so how come you don't know this? Because you shouldn't know a tiny bit and not everything.
I'm not considering what I'm saying. But I can't book on my head and say, oh, in this silver verse, I'm not saying.
But you should, and that's what I'm saying. Because the time is short.
Yeah, okay, cool. I agree with that as well. But just because I don't, can't say what I'm saying is true. That's what I'm trying to say.
I can say what I can say because I'm going to say what I'm saying is correct. I disagree. But the point is, I'm telling you from mine. I need you to go and research the Israelites, research Bunnies, research the history of Muhammad. Because if you don't know those things and then you believe on what he's teaching,
I know what you guys are saying is like you can't say how it comes from. It doesn't.
It does. That's what it says. That's why it mentions the Torah in there. Because he's telling
promise
you.
I'll look into it. I'll look into it. Respect.
I'm today, yeah.
bro.